songs. Yeah,
Fetty Wap
boy.
is out of prison.
Huh?
Fetty Wap is
Is
out
that
of prison.
Fetty Wap?
That is no, that is not Fetty Wap.
Oh,
You
I
say
was like, is that Fetty Wap?
of what's going on in the things. Fetty Wap is out of the jails.
Clapboard, soundboard. Congratulations, Betty. Congratulations, Mr. Wap. Hope you enjoy your time home.
You say that like it's not permanent.
Your face, first of all. I guess you're right. That did come off. No, I mean, I sound like a fed. I'm not a fed. Oh, Lord. They're going to think I'm a fed.
2 weeks out.
enjoy your little hiatus, a little vacay from the clink.
No, I was saying, have you ever seen the I don't know if anybody else experienced this, your loved ones being able to, if they're getting transferred to another facility, they're able to make a stop before they, yeah, girl.
Hey,
That's what he was going
Morgan
through.
from the streets, y'all. She's Morgan from the streets. What? And don't underestimate the girls.
Don't get
What?
too far from the hood, guys. You never know. You never know.
Period poo. Period poo.
We let down. We let down.
What are you navigating, Morgan?
I am navigating. Girl, I'm so emotional. I'm so emotional. Partially, my child is not here, so I'm being a crybaby about that. I'm trying not to. I don't want to. I think I'm being a crybaby about friends. I have great friends, and I want deeper community. I think, and don't know if I have the ability, the time, the resources to build it the way I think I do. Maybe because I was talking to somebody, and they were like, "Well, are you reaching out to people? Are you? Are you? Are you?" And I'm like, but what about me? Like, do I ever cross your mind? Like, that's kinda, like, where I'm at right now, and that's kinda how I feel. It's just, like, I cross the minds of people, but there's also something I'm always, like, battling with. So that's what I'm navigating. Other than that, oh, go ahead.
Well, yeah, because I don't want you to push off it. Do you you can keep this or X this out if this is too personal, but I am genuinely curious. Do you when you think about your relationships with your family like of origin, I mean, past and present, do you feel like you were like sufficiently checked on and cared about in that way? Like, and I don't mean care about like they took care of you, but I just mean like whatever the void is or the thing that you're feeling like you need now, do you feel like you've ever had it or gotten it from anywhere?
Really, my mommy always used to say, like, "Give people time to miss you," and I'm just like, why am I not missed in, like, a day?" Like,
Mhm.
but, no, and I don't think college helped with that,
What
because
do you mean?
I think I went off to college, excelled, and it was just like, "Oh, she's doing okay." Um, so I don't think people, um, checked on me a lot in that manner,
Mhm.
but I do think I people checked on me, like, via social media, stuff like that, but not in a very intimate, like, "Are you okay?" Like, "How you doing?"
Mhm.
"I wanna check on you," like, that kinda stuff. I don't think that was, like, always the case. Um, so no.
Mm. No, that's fair. Well, last thing, I promise, I really, because I am just genuinely curious as your friend, seriously. What do you feel like you need? What does your heart feel like it's missing or need?
Um, I think I probably don't know, but I think I really want some, like, bestie. I do. I think I want a best friend, or I have a best friend. I think I want, like, a
Mhm.
best in town, um, that is, like, very much, relaxed. Like, I think also, I was not talking, I was watching a video about group dynamics. I have a friend group kinda here, and it was like, "You actually have to put in the work to get to know each individual person, right?" And I was like, "Oh, right, I didn't even think about that." But I think I just kinda want a bestie, and don't really even know why I said, like, I didn't even wanna talk about this out loud for real, but, yeah, like, "Let's go get some XYZ, let's go out, let's do this, let's go do that," like, um, and I guess it seems childish because like, what I'm thinking about is, like, high school best friend, like, you doing random
Not
stuff.
childish. Mm-mm.
I even thought about today, like, you doing dumb stuff like, It's a snowstorm, let's go do something stupid," like, or, "Let's still go out and have fun," or whatever, but, um, that I think that's what I'm.
No, I get you. No, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah, no, that's not childish at all. You want connection. That makes sense. And it sounds like too, you want connection, but this if there's always kind of been a recurring theme, no matter the degree again, because it's not a shot to anybody, but if there's always been this recurring theme of like, yeah, but it's always like the mark, and then it's like never quite hitting it in terms of what, that void, whatever that is, however that's defined for you, this will always be magnified, or it'll feel, you know what I mean? Like, it'll feel like, "Oh, you're just not enough, and you're not enough, and you're not enough." Not a personal shot to people, but because that place has just never been sufficiently satisfied, and so everything will always feel magnified in that place, you know what I mean? So that makes sense to me. It don't sound childish. Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I'm navigating.
No, that's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, I'm navigating.
Um, uh, do I ever cross your mind? Hey, is that Brian McKnight?
That might sound like it.
Mm-mm. Dunzo. Wipe that from my tongue.
What
No.
did he do?
Are you serious? Are you
I'm dead
kidding me?
serious. Besides, like, uh,
I'm such a liberal annoyer. Like, girl, shut up. I always got a reason to cancel somebody. He deserves it though, legitimately. He's a horrible. Ugh, let me stop. Anyway, um,
well, the first person that popped up was Dolly Parton, but definitely it is that Brian McKnight.
I
It
was
might be
about to say, girl, he exed his son. Like, he literally, well, it's so many details, but long story short, he literally had a new son. He had a Brian McKnight Jr. already. And then he did it again, essentially. He had
I think
imagine
yeah, I vaguely remember he, like, forgetting his his name.
the level of men are capable of some.
Hey,
And then it's crazy because he did like a podcast thinking that was gonna like, y'all don't understand. Actually, this is gonna go perfect into the story that we given today. No, y'all don't understand because what a man would be like, you know what? No.
you didn't work the first time. Like, I'm just
It's my- I'm still here. You didn't rewind nothing. You did like anyway, that's not what we're talking about. What am I navigating? Actually no, that's what I was gonna say. Am I navigating? The world is in shambles, and as a chronically online person, as a chronically and politically engaged person, and a person in the know, annoyingly so. I don't say that arrogantly because I wish I wasn't. I wish I was dumb.
for real.
Knock on wood, but truly. Um um I'm exhausted. I'm navigating this crazy, crazy world right now. Um And you know what's crazy? I probably say an iteration of this or a variation of this every week, but what makes me the most angry is 'cause I get emails like that now. Yeah. Anyway, I don't know if anybody heard that, but whatever. What I get most angry about is the obliviousness of white people. And you said something the other day about whether or not I have a white kink, and
A white king is
I know, but for context, guys, because I know that sounded way out of left field. I want you to keep that in, but let me give the context. Just I'm always overly obsessive about the stuff that they be doing and critiquing their spaces, whether it be in religious or otherwise, like putting myself in places where I know I'll be oppressed and perturbed by their poor behaviors, and yet and still I keep seeking them out.
just keep putting yourself back in there. Just keep pulling it
I
back.
hate it. I hate it. I hate it. Is it a form of self-harm? Like, what is wrong? What's wrong? No, it's not that. So that's
It's
what she
research. It's research.
her yeah, why yes. Why yes. No, because what it is really quickly is for a long time I've existed in the space of like hood adjacents. What is the conjugated version of adjacent? That's interesting. Whatever.
You ain't
The
put it
longest
just put
yeah,
a
yeah,
beat.
I've been yeah, just put 'em in, you're right. So b being a person that was hood adjacent, but also having a foot into like it's more world to be had and to be experienced and all of that. I've always felt "You're never gonna be quite there, nigga."
Please be serious.
In essence, that's really some of it was because my dad always felt it, and so he passed that on to us, but then some of it was just like, when you know, you know, and so I hate having always been in the know. I wish I was with I just and again, this is way too facetious right now, but the point is, I think I've always just felt like, "Oh, that's right, this stuff ain't ours, not fully, and we don't get to enjoy it fully," and I've always kinda known it, and it makes me angry, and so I'm always ready to just dismantle and just, "This is too much." I'm a therapist, okay. Scratch all of that, seriously. So, yeah, I'm just navigating, I'm navigating, the stuff that's going on in the world, and sometimes it frustrates me when people try to act oblivious or shocked. I think that hurts the most because I'm just like, "Well, it's not shocking. America's been doing these sorts of things for a long, long time, but welcome to reality." So people acting oblivious or shocked in moments like this, it just feels like all your pain and the pain of the people that look like you has just been so invalidated, which it has, and so that makes it hurt. That makes this moment that in all the stinging that it's bringing sting far worse. So that's what I'm navigating.
Leading into that, um, the things that are the world is on fire and all the things, what she's talking about is the ice being in Minneapolis, sorry, and, folks acting like, "Where did this come from?" And it's been happening, and we've seen the trajectory of it happening. It's just being enacted right now, um, and now people who look like you are being killed, and now it's like, "Oh, oh, okay, like, let's wake up."
Yep,
Um,
yep.
but those people have also probably been telling you, like, "Hey, you need to wake up," a long time ago, like, probably been trying to have these conversations at Thanksgiving or Christmas and all the stuff, and you're not listening to your cousin, your liberal white cousin. So,
Or they were listening and, you know,
debating.
yes, but, like, let me add a piece. The thing that bothers me so much is, like, the people I'd rather you be on a side because them well, it's nuanced to every side, people, when it comes to fascism versus non or, like, blatant anti-race or blatant racist versus non, then people that think they finna come in with a take, okay, yeah, sure, yeah. Did he say that he would sleep with his daughter, or did he say that he, if 10 more years I'd be dating her about a 10-year-old girl? Yeah, for sure. But his policy, like, them people, it's like, you're dumb. You're actually not smart. Matter of fact, you're so unsmart that, like, you think you not. You think this position or this point you about to make, the cognitive dissonance why people get to exist in and people who voted for him in generally, but let's be honest, we know, like, the cognitive dissonance, sometimes it's racism for sure, but, like, it's those ones that, like, don't know that their positions are racist because they've really moved from the place of like, "No, things are fine. It's a black person over here, and here see, things are good." Them ones who just kinda exist, I mean, quite literally in La La Land. That makes me so the white moderate, I mean, that's why Martin Luther King, he decried them the most. Go back in your like, go do something else. The white moderate is just the worst kind, truly.
I just heard somebody else do a take on, like, white, like, so I think it was, like, what's the white Christianity? What's it called? Like, the technical term?
Evangelical,
Yeah, that, um, her no, we're not heretic. Anyway, whatever that group is, they are
zealots.
no,
Oh, no, what? Okay, go ahead.
they, that group is very much like though they hinge their faith on the world ending. So they never,
That's a good
have
point.
the idea that they can make the world better.
Mhm.
Like,
No,
because
great point.
the prophecy is being fulfilled because all these wars and rumors of wars are happening. The prophecy is being fulfilled because, um, the, um
That's a good point.
the, what's it? Climate is changing and
Mhm. Yep, yep. Yeah.
poverty is getting worse. And so they just turn a blind eye to it because that's an example of the prophecy being fulfilled rather than actually trying to take a stance and saying the prophecy can be fulfilled by you doing something on this earth right now instead of just letting the world go to trash so Jesus can return.
Mhm. Which also rapture theology didn't come into play until the 1800s. I forget what his name, I believe he was a British man. I got a TikTok on it about on my page, but anyway, he was a British man so rapture theology, the whole concept of being swept up and taken off into another world to where we don't have to worry about this one, all that literally came from a misinterpretation of, because I would think it's like First Thessalonians where it talk about one man will be left here, and it's literally came from a misinterpretation of scripture by a white British man. Again, I think he was. I'm almost 9 times out of 10. I'm 90% sure that he was British. But anyway, and, like, of course, it came during that era where whiteness was already becoming the construct and the system of whiteness was already becoming a thing, and it needed reason, more reason, because it had its they did it in science and psychology, they found reasons to make it make sense why they enslaved people. So, of course, the theology just followed suit with all of the rest of culture. You come up with this theory that is divinely driven that, like, this world is not even our home. We don't got, yeah, it's a little bad here. It's a little bad there. Am I doing the bad? Yes, maybe, but like I go to my church. It's okay. Keep that over there. Shh, 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 shh. We don't gotta talk about it because this world is not my home. Get get out. Okay, well then leave now. Okay. Just kidding. I'm going to get us fired one day.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, yeah. But no, yeah, in all seriousness though, the stuff that's happening right now, like I did say this on my TikTok the other day about let's stop blaming Trump actually. Let's have a water take really quick. We're not gonna I don't wanna blame Trump anymore because I think Trump is a product of who's to blame.
right. I can see that, yeah.
Mhm, mhm,
Yeah,
I'm done.
he's he's literally just the leader of, like, that who have
That they
chosen
yes,
to be
100%.
elected,
They
like
picked one of themselves.
right.
Yes, yes. Why,
Usually it's not
yes.
yeah.
Yeah,
Did you know he poops on himself? Did you know he poops on himself?
I did not hear that.
Go on that rabbit hole. They say he did so much cocaine that his body functions are gone. So he just be
Wow,
so
I've not heard that.
true, I don't know, but the people are saying it's true.
No, we can have our own what they say, allegedly. Um,
Allegedly, and his cocaine use was so bad that it paralyzed, did something to his stomach, and it's he has no more function of his faculties.
wow. Wow. It's so funny
Yeah.
because 'cause I've always heard the whole, which I guess that's the same way that they create rumors and lies about Kim Jong Un, like, what's those things called? Myths or whatever. Because 'cause I've always heard the ones that he has never done a drug or an alcohol in a day in his life. Again, I mean, I'm just saying they say that all the time about Trump. They do say that all the time.
Who? The who trend. Insert all the who's. Who?
I love it's a great trend, actually. It's really funny. It's a really funny trend.
Was
Um,
who?
yeah, that's a good point actually, right? Because right, you sleeping with hookers and on Cretophile islands and, but you ain't drinking and like, come on, let's be real. Yeah, that's real. But yeah, but the point is
They just
this
chose one of their own, and
mhm.
yeah.
Yeah. We not
And
externalizing no more. Go ahead.
I mean, he had to get but, even if you don't go into, like, the whole, like, quote, unquote, "conspiracy" of, like, they just chose one of his own, and, like, you literally voted him in. Like,
100%.
so we can't like, you can't we can't blame, quote, unquote, "Trump" when you knew what he was enacting or going to enact. Um, yeah.
But and I think so this the thing, the reason why I think that they're frustrated, I talked about this the other day. You see the poll numbers for ICE are declining a little bit, but it's not because this ain't what y'all wanted. I just don't white people have historically disliked loud violence. Don't get me
Yeah.
wrong, there is a faction who
Yeah.
love it, who wanna see it, who just the white supremacist Nazi style ones, right? But the ones who the more quiet majority, because they are truly a silent majority, are the ones who vote for this stuff, who watch it on the news, but in a who watch it on the news in a like a shrouded kind of a way. Fox News is like a pretty racism versus like the owling out KKK people who burn in churches and stuff in the background. They don't want that. The silent majority doesn't because there is a faction that does. What white people want is no. I like the immigration policies. I like you even getting up there and saying blatant horrible things the way because that's the only reason he called them Mexican people rapists and all the things he from day one. They liked it. That drew them. You can talk about it. You can stir all of it up in us and feed this myth that we've all been buying into for centuries. But like we've moved past doing it out
Oh,
loud. Like, yeah, put them in the detention centers and kind of like just close the door and like do what you want to them behind the closed doors. We don't want to see it. The problem with ICE is a little too loud. Wait,
right.
no, wait, you shot that man at the mall that I go to? Okay, okay. Okay, well, maybe take it out back to the ICE detention facility. That's why they put, what's it called? Alcatraz, the detention center that they built in Florida, for the illegal immigrants. They literally it's like in the backwoods of Florida, like, it's t tuck it away. Tuck it
Right.
away. Like, we just alligator Alcatraz because it's literally around a port of a fort of alligators, but anyway, tuck it away. Abuse them away from our towns because 'cause we'd
Yeah,
rather not see it.
yeah.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
that's I can you can liken that to, like, systematic racism, microaggressions, everything's micro, everything's
Yes.
small, everything you can't prove it, you can't prove that I don't actually like you, you can't prove that I
100%.
don't want you around me. It's the yeah, it's the micro,
Yeah,
like
100%.
yeah,
Cowardly.
yes,
Cowardly.
yeah,
It's almost like because you know that this is wrong, because you know the Bible that y'all try and profess is actually anti this. So you have to come up with your warped fake gospel, and the reason it works is because y'all only it's like an insular chamber, or what's it called, a silo, essential echo chamber. Y'all
mhm,
preach it to each other, and so yes, it makes sense to me. But as soon as you take it out anywhere else, everybody would dispel this nonsense. You're racist. You're a horrible person. You're psychopathic, actually. And your psychopathy is being on full display now, and now y'all are embarrassed. Okay, we didn't vote for all of this. Yes, you did.
yes, you did, and you
Yes, you
knew it.
did. 100%. And last thing I'll say too here is, um, same thing happened when I read, I forgot what the book is called. Oh, I read it over the summer. But anyway, it was just about Christianity, the history of racism and evangelical movements. And anyway, he talked about how a lot of southern districts, if you will, would, like, they potentially, you get like, if a black person got arrested, you get, let's say you got sentenced to get lynched or whatever, they would want to lynch you, and they did public lynchings back in the 1800s anyway. But then after a while, the first one was in Atlanta. Well, not the first public lynching, but this was in Atlanta. They were like, yeah, let's do it, take them to the town square, and that's where they were lynching. But then the townspeople were like, can we maybe move it out to the field somewhere? Can we move it out to the farmlands, because you don't want to disrupt the town, and it's a Sunday. You don't want to do that. Take it out into the fields. And so they, like, would petition often, and this would often happen in the South. They would petition for it not to be in the city, so not to disrupt the city going on. Let's take it out into the field somewhere because we don't want to see it. So I'm just saying that to say they like it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
quietly, quietly.
Yeah, so, just keeping up with the, things that are happening in Minneapolis and,
Yes,
um,
yes.
all the things. And also, let this be understood, I don't actually fool with I can't speak for Raven, I don't actually fool with the police, however, I do know they get training, and I do know these ICE folks barely have any training. They're getting thousands of dollars upwards to, like, I wanna say over $20,000 sign-on bonuses just to become, quote, unquote, like officials, officers of the state, you have to go through actual training to be a police officer. Granted, it's a system that is um riddled with history of racism and
Mhm.
slave catching, all the stuff. And I do know that they have to go through some form of training.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
I don't know what kind of training ICE is getting besides kill the folk and put them in cages. Um,
I know they diminished it to 47 days because he's the 47th
what
president. Huh?
training?
Uh-huh.
47 training?
And that's not an exaggeration. If we have to, we'll put the thing, like, put the proof. Because at first I thought that was hyperbolic. I have been hearing that circulated a lot. The reason why is because he's the 47th president of the United States.
Is this a is
That's
this
a
a
fact.
that is insane.
That's a fa They literally diminished it to 47 days. One, because they had to expedite it, obviously, because of the rigor or the pace that they're trying to, deport people. So they needed to ramp up their numbers. But also, yes, see if you can find the article. I'm not kidding. I'm not lying.
Literally, it says 6 to 8 weeks, approximately 47 to 48 days to
And
meet
that
the employment
and it
goals.
was because he is the 47th, like, it was like an intern.
It's crazy.
We are, yeah, like, and so, but actually, in all seriousness, so going back to when I talked about my navigating thing, like, I be keying, but, like, how can you not be mad at this? Not the stuff, yes, the stuff that's happening, obviously, but I guess I just mean, like, this could never happen if like, the only reason this worked is because he's a white man. Full stop. There is no, well, but No, Barack Obama would have been lynched by now, and that makes me angry. That's honestly, I get so angry. I just really do. I just really do, and I'm getting to a point, and I'm not saying I need to go somewhere else because I know every country has its problems, all of that. I might have said this already on the pod, so I can shut up about it, but I'm tired. I hate it here. Like, I hate it. It's just so unfair, and I'm really feeling the unfairness on a level that I've just never reckoned with before. I won't say I never felt it before, but I didn't really, like, tap into it in the way that I do now. I hate it. I hate it. And we the most disenfranchised in our health, money, everything, because they get to act like that in public and still get all the money, still get all the things, still get all the access. It's so unfair. I hate it. And then you talk to the moderates, and they just like, you just be like, "You don't have a clue." And I hate that. So,
Yeah.
yeah, rest in peace to the man, to the
Yeah.
guy.
Alex Prietti.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to make sure we outlined. Rest in peace to him. He seemed like, I mean, who knows the man, but nobody, it didn't matter if he was a horrible criminal on the planet. He didn't deserve to die. Neither did Renee Good. Yeah. Yeah.
Let's take a cleansing breath. Here on the What's on the Agenda podcast, we give space for the nuance. We want to talk through social issues that impact Black women socially, politically, financially, and all the illies. So, what's in the agenda?
Well, a few things. I know we kind of riddled off a few things, so we can kind of pop in and out, do a little popcorn. Maybe that'd be cute.
Yeah.
Because there's several things happening that we said we would talk through.
Yeah. We can start with something lighter but frustrating. We can do
Okay.
Ulta Beauty World.
Say it again.
Ulta Beauty World and how they played in our faces.
Girl, listen.
And the girls are mad, okay?
No, they are. I heard a good theory though. Dang, I wish I had my phone. I could give.
Dang.
No, it's okay. I'll tell you. But she sent it to me, and it's like she's like a beauty influencer. She like does makeup, hair, sells all the things. Anyway, she said that because she was waiting all day. I was watching her story. She was waiting from like you know, really was on it. Long story short, they save it for the influencers.
That's and the girls were saying that's fine. Just don't get our hopes up.
Yeah,
Like,
don't lie. Don't lie to people.
yeah, like it's
Yeah,
okay. Like we know that we're not the ideal person that you want in like showing off your beauty and things, but also like that also shows like who you want your consumer to be.
exactly.
Um,
Exactly.
so it's okay for you to be like, we have 3,000 tickets. We're gonna save them for
Mhm.
influencers and micro influencers, and they're gonna be there
Mhm.
show you the new products, and that's it. Don't let us waste our time because
Don't
some
let
people
us. Yeah,
like quite literally plan to take off work for this, to do it. Um, and it's just like, that's not okay.
that's
Like,
not. What a scammy way to treat
yeah,
your customer base who literally make you wealthy. Yeah, it's disgusting. And the thing is, we don't know this definitively, obviously, but
yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, because when I thought through it, I'm like, girl, yeah, that's gotta be what it is. Like, because watch what I tell you. It's that room is gonna be so filled with you're gonna see so many
Light
just
skin.
got back from the of a girl who got 50,000 whatever. You get what I'm saying? So like, yeah.
And that's the other thing is that everybody was like, "So who got the tickets?" Because nobody's making videos that they got the tickets.
Right.
So
That's what I'm saying.
really,
And they can't
right.
because then
They
if
got
the jig is up. Then
right.
we know exactly. Literally probably can't. Girl, them tickets was probably gone months ago.
Right.
You
Which
just
is so
got to be quiet about it.
that is so weird. That's so crazy. I don't like that. I really don't like that because
Yeah.
there are girls like really out here that love beauty just as much as like the next girl. And like and then they were like, I don't want to hear you talking about where I'm giving away products and I'm this. Girl, we want the experience. Like we want to
Right.
also get our ears pierced for free. Or we also
Right.
want to like shop and look and get to know people who actually created the brands and stuff like that. Like,
Mhm. Yeah, no.
yeah.
Yeah, no, it don't shock me none. I think it's just such a just a microcosm of what is wrong with the society, right? Like the haves and have-nots, if you will, or like who we prioritize and who we give lenience to, right? And freedom to. Yeah, not to take Ulta Beauty World that deep, but it really is like reflective of that to me
No,
anyway.
especially
Yeah,
beauty standards and such. Like
exactly.
this is literally a example of like how beauty works in our world.
Mhm. 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 Yeah. When is it again? April.
April.
Yeah, yeah. Girl.
And to their to their credit,
Mhm.
The convention center can hold 100,000 people, blah, blah, which cool, it probably could. However, can brands, quote, unquote, "afford to give away $100,000 worth of product?"
Right.
$100 of product for 100,000 people worth, basically. But also, like, that's honestly not a good investment, but could you have maybe upped them tickets to maybe
Right.
5, 6
Right.
thousand? Like,
Right.
is you just knowing, like, we have the space, like, and they do give away product, right? But and they might give away excessively too, so, like, because people be having, like, full size of multiple things.
And that's what I was about to say. How about decrease what you
Right.
give away or make tiers to what you know what I mean? So, like, yeah, it's a 20,000 person event, but only 3,000 people get the big bulky things, and then everybody else, you get samples or you get what I'm saying? Like, tr cap baby. Again, I hate to always be that girl. There is plenty of things, money and product and resources to go around. No, it just be about what we are willing and want to do. Like, no, no. They could afford to give 20,000. Like, I don't buy it. I don't buy it. I don't buy it. Let's look at their bottom line last year and see how far in the green that they were. Like, stop, 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 stop. No, companies like, first of all, it's a marketing genius to create, what's it called? Where my
On
marketing girls at? Huh?
on demand.
Precisely, yeah, and it's like a you create a craving by pretending like it's only a couple. Okay, like, okay, yeah, yeah,
But that's but to that extent is like because I think Ulta Beauty World was only I think the first time was last year, I think, and then it kinda came out of nowhere, like, where y'all can come, y'all can do it, et cetera, but it's like, the girls know when they not invited, so don't invite,
exactly. So
like,
don't invite me. That's a good I'm glad you keep circling it back, yeah. Don't act like I'm invited. Don't dangle the possibility of an invite in my face and knowing that you plan in my face because you're right. I haven't seen no one. I saw it was a couple girls. I was like, oh, y'all was on it. You were the first person that had told me, but the day of, I was like, oh, okay, yeah, okay. And nobody, not one person. That's odd. That's
and
odd.
then somebody from Ulta is like a district manager or something. Before the Ulta Beauty World, they have, like, for the district managers, have basically, Ulta Beauty World in exclusive for the managers and such. But I'm like, you don't even give the opportunity for your, like, ground people to be in
Right.
these spaces who are actually using the products with your customers
Right.
daily.
Right.
Um, so those are the people that could be, like, selling your product more, but they're
Right.
not getting the one-on-one experience. Granted, they could possibly do the trickle down effect of, like, you learn from your district manager, you learn from your store manager or whatever, but it's like, that's still not fair,
Yeah, it's
like,
not. Yeah, it's weird. It's weird. Mean girl energy. If I'm being honest.
literally. Yeah.
Also, last thing I'll say here, with the essence and the culture of the world right now, and how itchy we are for protest and divestment, Ulta. And I'm not saying that this gonna be the thing. I'm just saying a
They
lot of girls were met.
they're
Count your
saying it.
days.
They're
Count.
saying it, like, "I'm done."
Yeah, because that's real. Again, because it's not like, "Oh, we can't go to the thing." It's yeah, but principally and ethically, it's unethical, and it's icky, and it's a slap in the face of your customer base, so Ulta be the ice is getting thin. The water's getting thick, Ulta.
They talking about going Sephora, and Sephora's racist, so
That's what we getting naturaler and naturaler in our faces anyway lately, so the
we'll
ice
call
is
it
get
skin. They
the
trying to get
girls is ordering their hair products, everybody got a website for their product now. Ulta, Ulta, Ulta.
yeah.
Water's
Yeah,
getting thin.
skip the middleman and go straight to the
That's what
website.
I'm trying to say. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, Ulta, here go. Count your days. Anyway,
Um,
um, any other thoughts there? I don't want to push this.
I know I'm probably not boycotting Ulta. I also don't shop there
Yes.
that much.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
That's fair. That's fair.
yeah.
I'm not saying no, but I'm just saying this ain't the time to be playing in people's face.
It
That's all
ain't
I'm
the
saying.
time.
That's all I'm saying. We done proved our capabilities. They already on general strike tomorrow in mini. You don't know them like that tomorrow in mini. Down in the mini.
I didn't even catch what you were saying, girl. Them is not your cousins.
Down at the mini, down in the soda, they not playing.
They not playing. They not playing.
So,
Yeah.
skating on
Okay,
thin ice.
so I'm about to make
Mhm.
a roundabout point.
Okay.
The girls might cancel me, the girls might be like, "Girl, what are you talking about?" So, I was thinking, the videos they're always like, you can't like, if a man proposed to you on your big day, like, he don't love you. Because there's a viral girl and a guy going around. She's a big girl, he's a skinny guy. And everybody's on their head, like, how she get him, of course, all the hater stuff because she's a
Mhm.
big skinny guy.
Mhm.
And he proposed to her at her graduation. And in my head, I'm like, "Y'all ain't say nothing about that." Oh, okay, well, he don't love her. Okay, whatever. But I was thinking about how they always say, like, if a man proposes to you at your graduation or your baby shower or something that's yours, it takes away from you and it's dead
Mhm.
for you. And I was like, "But what if the girl genuinely wanted her family there?" And for
Mm.
me,
Mhm.
who doesn't whose family, like, the one trip of the year was, like, my graduation or my baby shower, like, and that's the only time they can maybe afford or they had time to come to the thing, like, does that what I'm saying? So I was thinking about Ulta being, like, the one trip that people were, like, banking on, like,
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
in this economy or, like, people just, like, don't have it, they're like, "This year, our girls trip is Ulta Beauty World." Like,
Mhm.
snatch that away from somebody is mean girlish. Like,
Yeah, it's very mean.
people already can't afford X, Y, and Z things, and then to be able to say, "I wanna go to this thing and have a good experience and have a good time," and
Yeah.
then you snatch the one and they're scrambling right now to figure out, like, what's another thing for us
Yeah.
to what's like, can we still go to Sephora? Which you can't because it's already passed. All that sold out too. But, like, what's another example? Like, Essence Fest. It ain't gonna be the same.
Yeah.
Like, something else that the girls can go to and have a good time, and probably
Yeah.
also meet people who also they've connected with online trying to get these
Right.
tickets, and then
Right.
some people are, like, hinging, like, their careers basically, like, they wanna become beauty influencers, and, like, they
Yeah.
want to upscale their life because you've sold us this
Yep.
idea that we can
Yeah.
become beauty influencers.
Yeah. Yeah. No, the more you think the more you said it, I was sitting there thinking about, like, yeah, because it is cheap. What didn't you say, like, $160? I was so shocked when you said that. And then in Florida, a ticket to Florida from any part of the country be like $100. Yeah, so yeah, you're right, that's a really cheap, great thing to offer people, or to pretend to offer and
Right.
get somebody else. But wait, really quick, do people be mad? I guess I have
Oh,
heard
yeah.
that about the big day
If
thing.
if he proposed to you on your because 'cause you've worked so hard at your master's or your bachelor's or whatever,
I don't believe in that.
and I'm
I
just like,
disagree. I just disagree.
"Have you ever been to a college graduation? That'd be the
Yeah,
livest thing around. You can get a
that's
proposal."
what I'm saying. That's to me, that seems to me, if I'm being honest with you, to me, that's the best place. Maybe not best, but it's among the best. No, 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 I'm not gonna lie. If again, I remember when I was dating whatever, like, I thought that I was gonna be proposed to. You know that. I thought I was gonna be proposed to on my graduation day from undergrad. Like, that's lit to
Yeah,
me.
it might also be the idea that y'all probably ain't gonna work out, like, so it's like, don't ruin my day, right? That
That's a
now
good
I
point.
have this lingering I have these memories coming up every single year that
Yeah.
I got
Oh
so
yeah.
day, but, like, I also seen an example of, like, this man literally stopping the, like, announcer and,
Yeah.
"Can I propose to you?" Not can I, but, like, he proposed to her, like, well, after her name was called. It's like, don't do all that,
Don't
but,
do that.
like,
Don't do me. Yeah, that's fair.
y'all, like, doing she was a Delta, she was like they was singing and all that type of stuff, and
Right.
he
I
"I
get
don't want
it.
you to propose to her," and I'm just like, "Did that?"
Yeah.
I don't know, and, like, I don't know. I
No,
don't know.
no, I think you're right. I think I can see it because another thing that I'm thinking about is like if you a F boy
Right.
and like yeah, so them instances I ain't gonna lie, nigga. Ugh, I hope they don't get us whatever.
The idea
The-
is that, like, he should have did some proper planning, I think.
exactly. Yeah.
Also, like, literally, what if that was the proper planning to get the whole family?
Precisely to get the family together. Yeah. No. I'm not gonna. I'm not. Here's my position on it. I think the only time I think it's inappropriate is if you're a F boy.
Yeah.
Because if you an F boy, no, do your own thing, take your own time. Take if you want my family there, okay, you got to do that too. Do the work. Do the if you're an F boy, you the only thing you've been working is working my nerves and working this relationship into the ground. So no, if he a horrible boyfriend, this ain't your time, this ain't your day. You got to do your own stuff. But if he's a good boyfriend and y'all are good and your family love him, everybody love him, this is it only adds to the joy and the exhilaration of this moment. Like, if I'm in a healthy, beautiful relationship, no, let's do it. This is our day. This is my day. And you treat me wonderfully. You all you doing is putting a cherry on top of this wonderful day. But yeah, no, 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 no. Don't steal my day if you're not.
Yeah.
Go get your own day, nigga. Mm-mm, 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 mm-mm.
Such a random, caveat,
I love
but
that though, and it's very girly too. So our podcast is also a very girly podcast, so that was very girly. I love that.
the girls were trying to plan their trip to Ulta and have a good time in Florida. They was I mean, like, literally planning the whole weekend, like, Thursday, we're gonna go to Ulta, then we're gonna go to Epcot, and then we're gonna, like,
That's so cute. I love
the
that.
whole
I'm sorry.
like
Sorry to
yeah.
the girls. Sorry from Moda to you.
Y'all wanna come to my house? We can have a little
I was
beauty,
just gonna say we can do a little. We can do. Hey, Water fam! Thank you so much for listening to our pod each week.
As we're continuing to grow, we would love if you would give us a 5-star review on whatever platform you are listening to us on.
And make sure you're subscribed on all the platforms you listen to us on.
And comment on our page. We would love to shout you out.
Now, enjoy the rest of the pod. Next thing, what did I? Ryan Davis.
Ryan, that's his name?
Mm-hmm.
Ryan Davis. Okay, go.
Okay, so I'm gonna introduce it because yes, the only reason I want to bring this up though is because it was involving a black girl, a little black girl, and this is a black girl podcast. Period. Done. Okay. Because so long story short, he was on the Shannon Sharpe's podcast, Shannon Messy Sharpe, and um they clipped a portion of the episode on Instagram where Ryan Davis was reflecting on his relationship with his daughter and how fractured it is right now. And in essence, the clip on Instagram, and I'll give broader context in a second, but the reason why we're bringing it up is because it was major on the internet for the last few days because the portion that Messy Shannon Sharp put on Instagram with the man's daughter, 10-year-old daughter on the picture was a clip of Ryan saying, "My relationship with my daughter is so fractured right now. She's gotten to the point or in the age to where she only reaches out for money and things. She sees me as something to get things from and not that father-daughter relationship or connection that he wants." And he talked about how much that pains him. And so rightfully so, the internet was like, "She's 10. That's
Right.
what children do." And so much so that I literally even got on there and I was just like, I had to give my little therapy. Why can't I ever just say regular things? I had to give a little therapy words because I was just like, Kohlberg, which is one of the fathers of psychology, has this thing called moral development. I'm saying all this for a reason in all seriousness because I think this is the reason I want to bring it up. Stages of moral development. There was pre-conventional, conventional. I always forget them in order, but essentially it's like various stages. Those beginning ones where kids are just like largely immoral. You ever like talk to a toddler and how much they don't give? You can be like if you crying in front of a kid, they'll be like, "Can I get some water now?" Wait, what? but, but that's even littles. But I'm talking about even like in the pre-conventional phase, like when they're just like young, like they don't have a full grasp of convictions and values because guess who's supposed to impart that? Ding, 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 dad and mom. They're not going to know the value of a hard-earned dollar unless you teach them the value of a hard-earned dollar. So they're going to see you through the lens of, he got the dollars. The dollars are what required for me to get the Labubu doll. What?
Right.
1 + 1 is 2. Like,
Right.
kids are empty, hollow, mean little vessels until we make them not. They're vapid until you make them not be that way, right? And so, anyway, God, it makes me angry because like we just okay, let me calm myself. So, yeah, so that was the clip that went viral, but then when I watched the full clip in context, he it was trash what he said, but in the full clip, he was essentially getting at how he had went away to get the back. His daughter still lived in LA while he moved, I think, to New York, or it's the opposite, whichever one. But anyway, so he can go make more money to provide for her. But then as a result of that, the relationship became frayed because she was still very little. So she didn't really feel close to him. So she only saw him as like, okay, that's daddy, call him for some money. And he tried to present it as if the mom is who made her like that. But it's like, no, you're the provider. So provide for me. I don't really have any connection to you beyond what you provide for me. And so he was just basically saying that like, and that hurts him a lot. So he did give more context and it made sense, and it was just real messy how Shannon clipped it up like that, and then put the child's picture, a little black girl
Right.
picture on it for the internet to just, because it was some man in there talking about, "Yeah, these mamas will make the kids," like like, only see you as ATM and ourselves mostly, but to be fair, though, most men in there was like, "Yeah, nigga, she's 10. That's what little girls do. We spoil little girls for that reason. We want them to look at us like we can do anything." Like, it was just disgusting, and so I'll pause there. Yeah. Any
I've seen it on social media. It was kinda brought up like she was, like, in her teens, like and I mean, like, older teens, and I'm like, "Her being 10, you can still create a relationship with a 10-year-old." Like, she's not even hit puberty for real yet, and I feel like if you don't I, um, I always say once somebody hit puberty, the trajectory they own is the trajectory they own until they 25. So, like, you
locked
have to, like
in, throw away the key. Yes,
you ain't
it's
getting
true.
past that frontal lobe until
That's
25. So,
that's true. That's true.
get
That's
it
true.
get it in now, but also, like, um, okay, she's 10,
Yeah, 10 or 11. Like, she's definitely not older than 11 or 12. Yeah, yeah, for sure.
and if you want in a relationship with your child, it's FaceTime your child. Like, you moved away, call her every night, call her every day. What is she doing? How are you doing? What was your activity today? Like, talk to your child. You have to build the relationship, and to feel like a 10-year-old, like you said, like they're little scavengers and little like what's soul sucking people.
They
Like,
are.
to think that she's gonna be conscious enough to just like, oh, I'm gonna call my daddy. And she probably did for a little while, but if you weren't meeting her back with that need or you're not meeting her back with that connection, if the connection is rooted on money, then that's it. That's all.
She only knows what she's humans come here empty, hollow. I do think there are some just like things that are naturally in us from like divine or whatever. That's just my faith system. But in terms of I mean, anything specific. I remember when my friend first had her baby, she was like, I had to teach this little girl how to swallow. Like, they're literally, she said she would like lay her and then like leave the milk with like corral, and she would have to be like, girl, sit up. You gotta, it's not gonna just magically go down your throat. But anyway, but anyway, but I like that example because it's just such proof that like I don't think we be getting how much this is a little nothing, and they come here empty largely. And so you have to fill them with things. Like, oh, you want her to be a good person? Well, you probably gotta be a good person around her and teach her. And when she do bad things, you gotta be like, ooh, that's bad, but here's a good alternative for you, done. Right. But like I think one of the things that bothered me about it was among the many and again, because to take him out of it just generally, because I see this, I got angry and I have seen these themes, and I've actually had parents talk to me about how much their kids are like you said, soul suckers and only want. Um, um, so often men, when they think about relationships, they so unintentionally, a lot of times, some of them don't care, but some of them really don't mean for it to be this way. They only see it through the lens of adoration and being adored. Well, it means the same thing, but being adored, being doted on, and like somebody seeing them through the lens of a superhero. And like, you see all these sacrifices I make, I'm big, I'm important. Like, men love to be revered. And so much so that, like, which is why they love having little girls, right? Because it's like, she's obsessed with me. Like, nah, that's its own problem that I can just go all into. But my point is, so like when this happens oftentimes, if you not well, and if you're not together with the understanding of like the necessary maturity it requires to raise a kid, the necessary maturity that that we all know requires self-sacrifice, and like my life isn't my own any longer because I now have a child. Like if you haven't done that necessary self-work, these things it'll bother you regardless, let's be clear, because kids are soul suckers. But I guess I just mean you won't be able to do the necessary cognitive things to make peace with it and recognize that, okay, but she's a little girl. Yeah, I do feel like but she's a little girl and I have to teach her these things. So let me calm myself, let me get let me drum up the patience needed to engage with my baby. Um, so yeah, I think that was my biggest thing. I just was like, yeah, this will come with the territory, pops. Yeah, but it's not about you no more. Like,
It's it's not. Anybody told you that yet? It's not about you.
you have to teach her,
Yeah.
and that requires an element of investment. Because I know you're just so used to like, wanting, the wants, like, yeah, relationships are, and another thing, men are just so accustomed to socially just that like one-sidedness, you know what I'm saying? Like I gave the money or I gave the, whatever, like so
You don't like me. Like, we were out
I,
on a date because your character's trash. Like,
we got these things called laughter, joy, kindness, integrity. Like men just be thinking like
yeah. I took her out on the date. I gave her what she wanted. Why she don't still like me? Like, it's the same concept.
food,
Alright.
sex. I fed you. You feed my like no, no. Well, no, actually, no.
Yeah.
So anyway, yeah, I wanted to bring it up because I just we talk a lot about, or we have talked about the father daughter fracture in culture and particularly Black community, and how it's been difficult historically for us to get this relationship right. Dads and daughters, I mean, dads and kids in general of all races, but
Right.
particularly that dad daughter one, it's a complex one. But I think the biggest thing that I really want people to hear is that you invest in your kids, and whatever the quality and caliber of that relationship is a direct reflection of what investment you put into it, period, full stop. And I know that's a big thing to say because it's like, well, at what point do they take responsibility? Da, da, da. They didn't ask to be here.
Mhm.
Everything that they are is a reflection of what you did, period. Now, and it's not that at some point, like when we become adults, we aren't responsible for our decisions. It's not that, but so long as these are children, everything is a manifestation of the efforts that you put forth, period. And I have no qualms in saying that. I really don't.
And I think in 2026, we kinda stopped with this, like, "Well, a mama did this and a mama did that." Like, again, you have enough examples on the social medias that you're also talking on to be able to see, like, there are fathers actively showing you how to be good fathers. So,
100%.
you can't continue to have this mentality of the mama did this and the mama did that and the child didn't do and you have to take some responsibility on the
100%.
relationship that you are trying to curate or the relationship you're trying to curate
Mhm.
with the
Mhm.
child. Yeah.
Mhm. And the amount of resources, cuz do I know, like, I don't know many. I'm not going to lie to you, but I know they exist. And I just got to be honest. But yeah, do we know like deadbeat moms who maybe want to keep kids away from dads and just be messy in the whole process? Yes, that's a real thing. That is a real thing. Not to the degree that men be trying to say it. I'm sorry, just not. Just whatever. Anyway, but that is a real thing. But to the degree that that is the case, Father Resource Center, every state has their own, but I can name several of them in the states that I've like lived in and know about. Is so many ways and routes, and support centers and resources available to um help with that process when you have an unruly mom who's just not willing to let you see your kids or engage with the kids, or you know what I mean, preaching something terrible to the kids about you. Now obviously that part is a little less difficult, a little bit more difficult to intervene with, like her whatever she tells them about you. But ultimately my point is your efforts in their lives are what will speak for themselves. And that whole, oh, I'm just, it's hard, or whereas, yeah, well, are they worth the hard though?
Yeah, and we also have to recognize you moved away from your child, like, to go chase your dreams, and I think men oftentimes, like, forget the part where it's like, well, I the even though you made a sacrifice to provide, like, you also have to realize what that sacrifice did, and it caused a fracture, and that's something that you have to maintain, and the other thing of just, like, men being able to, like, do as they please and the woman be able to take care of the child. So, like, you have to factor that in, sir. Like, you can't just be like, "Well, she don't love me. I thought she was gonna love me." You moved away from your child, and that's gonna automatically put distance in your child, like, between you and your child.
And wait, but also imagine that though. Like, actually, yeah, pause that too. That's a good point because I hadn't thought about that. God bless you. I hadn't thought about that, but like, because I had a little bit of more empathy. I'm like, yeah, okay. When I heard the full context, I'm like, okay, that makes sense. I can hear that position. But the more I think about it, and the more you just said that, what luxury it is to be able to make a decision like moving away from your child.
Right, right.
What luxury, as if to say, because like I get his position objectively right now. If I didn't make a judgment on it, this will get me a lot of money, and this will put me in a position to be able to do whatever she and leave her legacy. Okay, if I objectively hear that, okay, And in addition to that, though, it would literally fracture my ability to see my birth, something I get my low-ends every single day. Like, I ain't gonna hold you, that's not it. Like, that's just like, because 'cause I'm not gonna be away from my baby. And maybe I'm just thinking as a woman, because men men be like, "I sent that check. What else do you need?"
There's nobody s I haven't seen that take yet. Like, you left your child and you're complaining that she's only asking you for money. You looked at your baby mama and said, "You got this? Alright,
"You
cool, I'm about
got
to
it.
go make money."
You got it. I'm finna"
Men do this all the time in the house too, and that's why the relationship between men and children are fractured. Like, you can't just be a money provider. You have to also play with your kids. You also have to nurture your children. You can't just say, "I spent, I gave, I this, I that." You have to build the relationship, and a lot of times men do just kind of look at the wife and just be like, "Well, I gotta go to work. I don't know
"You
what's
got
gonna happen.
this. You got this."
Well, I
What
gotta go to work too." You know what I'm saying? Or
It's
you know,
such a level of privilege. It's such a level of privilege to just be like, to move out of the state that your kid lives in? That seems I'm not kidding, it did but you know why it didn't hit because I'm so accustomed. Yeah, we just, "Oh, yeah, men can do" but, like, we've just made that too normal, like, because it's like, you moved out of the state. No, sorry, you just gotta find another career path, or, "No, sorry, you gotta move her and the baby," or, "No, sorry, you and the baby mom gotta figure it out so y'all can" whatever, but that just can't be on the table, and to the degree that it is, we have a problem. Houston, we have a like, yeah, that's that part alone. Men just get to just, you know, actually, I gotta still chase my dreams. Wait, but the
a child.
lit
Oh, so she's gonna come with you on breaks, like on the weekends? Like, what's happening? Like, what arrangement are we gonna do? Because there still is are ways to co-parent, which means I even hopefully if you're co-parenting, that you are also building a relationship. Like, you can literally you have the means to ship the child back and forth.
ship, literally, ship,
You're not like the child, he not 20, 30 minutes down the street, he across the country.
coast to coast.
Right. That's a
Yeah,
big
that's
difference.
I hadn't thought of that, and men's ability to emotionally compartmentalize like that is that's a wild, wild boy. So
Mhm.
them some wild, wild boys. I'm not gonna be away from my baby. Man, female, I'm not gonna be away from my baby because we can make it about like, yeah, I'm just trying to get it. I'm trying to get it. And it's, again, I do believe that, but also you benefit from that too.
Yeah.
Like men just love, trust me. Oh no, well no.
You're not working 24 hours. You're still having fun, you're still doing your thing, like
There are you basically like because I've talked to girls who say stuff like this, like dating a man with a child is different, than a man dating a woman with a child, whatever. Because like you date a man with a child, it's kind of like you don't got a child. You can, and although I've never dated a man with a child, I will be honest, but like I've talked to girls who have, and like and what's so funny because this is the reason I haven't actually because I don't believe in that. Why you don't never got your kid? Why
right.
I feel like you don't got a kid? Why do it feel like I
Oh, yeah,
shouldn't feel disconvenienced with you?
right.
You get what I'm saying? Like, it's giving you a deadbeat. Anyway, yeah. So that
Yeah,
was mine.
yeah, flip that, flip that.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
What are you reading? What are you listening to? What are you watching?
If you can't tell by now, we love media, but more specifically, we love using media as a means to cultivate conversations around Black women, the things surrounding us, our personal lives, and we live for a good Kiki child. Yes, I am reading right now. Oh, what am I reading? I just started a book. Ooh, ooh. Oh, I just started it, but I'm not that far in. That's why. What am I literally am reading a book and it's a physical one. No, no, I'm so angry. I'm so angry. Oh, sorry. It was written in the 80s too, so it's old. It's so funny because it reads like it too, but, the psychological development of the Black child. So deep, so
So on par.
very much, very mu very but I love reading these stats from, like, the '80s and like, it's literally like, the New York whatever of 1969 reported that. I was like, "Wow, it's so cool." But, yeah, it was written by a psychologist, Black male psychologist. He dead now, that's the other thing, he's dead, but anyway, It just is talking about how the differences between Black and white children,
Mhm.
and, like, how there are literal psychological developmental differences, not that, like, we are lesser or they're more or anything like that or vice versa, but just more so the environment it's not that we it's so stuff that you'll be like, "Duh," but, like, when you see the research behind it, man, it's stark, it's heavy. Yeah, no, I'm physically reading it too. I found it somewhere the other day at my mama house, and I've been reading it, it's really good.
Hmm.
So extra. Hate myself. I wanna be regular. It's a really good book, though. Anyway, what are you watching? What are you reading?
So I after we talked the other day about, like, just randomly going on our bookshelves and reading things, I went shopping on my bookshelf and I'm reading this book called 7 Days in June. I'm on like the first second chapter. It's really good. But I'm not like forcing myself. I'm picking it up, putting it down, picking it up, putting it down. I'm not it's actually kind of funny so far. Um but I'm proud of myself because I bought the book millions of years ago. Not really.
Mm.
But or and I have not read it. So I was like, and it is good to pick up a book.
It really
Um
is.
the only thing about of, like, reading with a physical book is, like, I like to read and lay down, and then my hand be all cocked and all the
That's
stuff. I
so
just
true. That's so true. You be like, you be trying to find ways to prop it up. That's so true. That's so true. We gotta get, the book clips. Imma get us some book clips. I'm not kidding. I'll send you some, because I've been meaning to buy some, basically to keep the pages together and maybe to have it sit somewhere because there are ways to make this work, so Imma get us some.
And this other thing where you, like, put your thumb in it, and it, like, creates this little it's like a wedge. You put your thumb in, and it keeps the book open, so all you have to do is put it right here.
Oh.
I thought that was cool too. I don't know. I also need a bookmark, but because 'cause I'm like,
Oh,
I have
yeah.
no rereading pages, so, like, I need to tear a piece of paper off or something.
That's hilarious.
I got
I
a
got a
bookmark.
box full from my book release. I got so you know how, like, you get them printed? I actually I'll send you that too, shoot, I got so many.
I also watched His and Hers.
Oh,
Um,
yeah, yeah, yeah. Mhm.
it was great. Very like, "Did that just happen?" So,
Right.
it was good. You should watch it if you haven't watched it.
Okay, no, I haven't. I'm with the snow I probably may have started tonight actually because
It's
it's the
only, like,
only
5 episodes.
yeah, no, I might start it tonight. I might start it
Um,
tonight.
I also read what me and Desmond watched, that movie with Tiana Taylor, that she just won a
Oh, yeah, I saw a little bit of it. It's just too much action. Oh my
oh, I like action a little bit.
do you?
Yeah, you should actually try to fight to watch that movie
It's
because it's
good?
got things in it, like, that I didn't know that they were saying that it was as good as, Sinners or better, and I was like, "No." It is a good movie. Cinematography is great. Some of the underlying themes are, like, racism and, um, child, he love black women and hate black women so much at the same time. That's all I can say. You should
That's
try to fight to watch it, but
that's
it's also 3 hours long.
yeah, I
So,
saw.
like, but Imma have to look and see what the people were saying because I feel like they were, like, really trashing Tiana for this
Yeah,
and,
that's
like
well, I mean, what's this, the second role where she's in a role where somebody, like, hate black women and love black women at the same time?
really?
You know, the movie that she just won her Golden Globe for was basically the same thing, and they said
What movie was that? I thought that was the movie.
mm-mm, it's this one. No, it's this one. Oh, yeah, it's a lot, it's a lot, and she played a revolutionary, which
What
they was in hmm?
movie I watched.
Hmm?
That's the movie I watched.
The new one,
Yeah, that's the movie. It's called,
so not the one on Netflix, because there's also one on Netflix right now.
One Battle After Another.
Yeah, One Battle After Next. Yeah, mhm, yeah, that's the one. Mhm.
The new one on Netflix I just watched too, I thought was good, and I didn't think she did anything crazy. Like,
Oh, no, no, they're not saying that she did crazy things at all. No, no, they're
she could
just
play
saying that the girl didn't have any depth. The woman didn't have any depth. And like if you're gonna over sexualize black women in that way, because I heard she was saying like you like this jigaboo puss or something like that. I heard it was really exaggerated. And they was saying that like if you're gonna do things like that, I hope put some bleeps or something there because I don't know if that'll but yeah, but they were saying if you're gonna do things like that, then at least give the characters depth and nuance. I haven't watched the movie, so I'm not gonna make judgments, but I've just all the people who I like love, like and really, really, really value their perspective. They were and they be pretty open-minded. They're not just, like, anti for anti sake, they really aren't. They was just like, "This not it." This not
There was a yeah,
Go ahead, go ahead.
there was another character in there that she was talking very much about her vagina, and it was, like, left field, but I was like, I thought she Tiana was doing some like, she did some sexual stuff, and I was just like, "What the freak?" Also left field, but made sense to me at the same time,
Yeah.
um,
No, yeah.
but I didn't see any takes for real, but now I gotta watch the takes because I was just like, "What y'all talking about?" Because I thought
Yeah.
it was a decent movie, like
No, no, yeah, that's what I'm saying, I haven't yeah, I've heard mixed reviews on whether or not it was actually good, but I just have heard the and they were saying, like, the person I'm thinking about was also saying it's not even the over sexualization because we don't mind the nuance in a character in a black woman being able to be overly sexual. Not overly, just super sexual. That's like it's hypersexual, I'll say that. But they were just saying that she obviously did it for reasons that should have been expressed because they were saying the only thing that they expressed again, this is what I heard. I have not watched it, so I'd love your thoughts.
listen,
Their argument was that she did it and she ended up being like a snake or something. Like they didn't give her any depth beyond just like, yeah, she a sexual who and she a revolutionary. But it's like, can we know her story? Can we know why she was that way? Can we know her motivations? Can we know the full personhood of who she was? Because what is giving now is fetishization of a white man who wanted to see um that's not what you got.
because I
Okay,
think
I'm good.
no, there was a there you could literally tell the disappointment in herself for even being of like, there was a moment where it was kinda like, I could see the angle of that going, but then there was a moment where you could see her face and the disgust of, like, "He just treated me like that, and I know what I am, and I'm just like a piece of meat to this man." Like,
Okay, I gotta watch it. I gotta watch it. Okay, I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it because I'm curious. I'm curious about that. I'm
yeah, I think
curious.
again, because I was hearing stuff like that, and I was like, "Are y'all not seeing the unspoken things?"
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good and that's what so the people that I'm talking about would see unspoken things, so that's why I'm wondering why they didn't.
Yeah, I might
I
watch it
don't
again.
know why I'm being ambiguous. It's Julesy and FD Signifier. Julesy is the one who I'm really Julesy,
Oh, now I gotta go watch it. Dang it,
yeah,
Josie.
I know. Julesy, yeah, she didn't like it at all. Like she did you should watch her video on it and see what your thoughts are though,
Yeah.
on her
I
video.
did she do a YouTube or she did TikTok?
A YouTube. No, it's a long form. She was like, "This is horrific." And she was apparently loosely based off Angela Davis. That's what I hear.
I was actually gonna see, say, a
Asada
thought
Shakur, that's actually what I'm it is our duty to fight for our freedom. It is our duty to win. She just passed away, right? Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah. But yeah, then yes.
because they said she went to Cuba.
Yeah, then Asada Shakur. Yeah, no, so that's what I meant, not Angela Davis, Asada Shakur. Yes, 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 yes. And but I'm saying that's why they were mad at it because they was like, "Don't loosely do this," and then y'all talking about hypersexualization and watch juicy stuff, actually, truly. Um,
Smarter than me, so I'll
that's no, but I be thinking that too. She way smarter than me, child. So, that's why I was like but again, I haven't watched it, so Imma watch it and then I'll watch her thing again, and then I'd love to circle back with you 'cause I'm wanna know. Anyhow, that's what we're watching.
snuggled in watching things.
Right, I'm about to go sneak right back in that bed and do the same thing. I was supposed to hang up stuff today. I was like, I'm not. I did cook last night, though. I cooked a really big girl.
Put up with something? Like, is it nasty?
No, it's delicious. I'm just saying I be cooking so much. Like I
Wait,
don't know. I don't know how to cook for, huh?
right?
Do you struggle with that?
I mean, I've tailored like when I cook a pot of beans, it's a lot, but like I can cook a meal for the 3 of us and it'd be cool. But I thought you were saying like you cook a lot, and I was telling Desmond like I said I feel like all we do like it's just so much home cooked meals. Like it's like and he's like, "Ain't that the goal?" And I'm
I
like,
was just
"Yeah,"
gonna say,
but it's like it feels so homey. Like it just
yeah,
feels so like
yeah,
and it be
yeah.
kind of heavy sometimes. Like when I was
Mhm.
cooking the pot pie and stuff, chili pot pie, it's all heavy, and I'm just like, I'm tired of eating.
No, I no. Well, I yes to that, but no, yeah, I can't. I ain't gonna lie, girl. I cook once a month. I more so just mean but it's largely because first of all, it's too much, but then I cook too much. Like, I literally have a pan of baked first of all, I made some baked chicken. Oh, so heavenly. And I've been trying this new like, whatever, it don't matter. I've been doing a lot more with my baked chicken now, versus just like the usual seasonings, whatever. Like, I'd really add things to it now, and it makes it so wonderful. But anyway, Yeah, and then, like, I made some homemade, like, mashed potatoes that you smash, with the red skin. Oh, it's just wonderful. And then I did some, like, some asparagus, whatever. It was just really good, but it's just, like, humongous. And I'm like,
You don't
who
have to it's just you. You don't have to cook the whole pack of chicken.
no, because 'cause it's like 15 pieces of chicken in there. Like, why do you have 15 pieces of chicken?
Right.
And I don't even have no any Tupperware, so I gotta
Put the whole pan in the refrigerator.
so now all the things that's open in your refrigerator taste like chicken with all this, mind you, I'm putting basil, thyme, like, so it's like, just oh my gosh. I made this homemade ice cream, and so now my ice cream got it just is a lot happening today.
Seen that cheesecake trend?
Huh?
Have you seen the cheesecake
I
trend?
have. I want to try it. I'm a borderline diabetic, so
Yes.
it looks no, but I'm not I know I love sweets so much. I will eat a sweet before I eat anything else, so it looks so good. But I will say, I hope the girls ain't eating no tub of cheesecake. I really do. Like, I hope, like,
You hope they portion in and out. You hope. You hope.
hold on, can we please I just would like to see. I just wanna see how much the whole tub is.
Calories. It's
How
like 1,000.
many?
Somebody already did it. It's like 1,000 calories.
Wait, for the tub.
Not with the
Oh,
cookies.
okay, okay, yeah. That's actually much less than I ain't gonna lie. I thought it was gonna be like I was gonna be at least 2,500. Like,
That's a whole day of food. But
no, it
anyway,
is though.
Imma look it up actually. Delphia cheesecake, no bake, calories.
For the whole no, again, but people can't. First of all, that's too rich. You're not eating that much in a
200
setting.
times 8.
240 times.
That's a lot.
How much?
I'm sorry, my phone has kicked me out of every app because
No, you
damn,
fine. Yeah, that's too much. Like, it's no, but yeah, even just
it's 2,240 calories.
I kid you not. I was first of all, that just I remember we said on that episode, baby. I know calories like the back. Actually, I love that I just did that because I'm not. I be like,
Where I don't know what math they did because somebody said it was 1,000. Like,
it can't be that. Cream cheese?
yeah.
First of all, cream cheese and sugar alone are, like, the most calorie dense things on the planet, and then you put them together with all the artificial things in that big, thick tub. Hell no, that's gotta be at least like, I knew it. I knew it because yeah. Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm.
Girls adding, the pie filling, the cookie.
Cookies. Again, looks delicious.
Look, if I wasn't trying to, um, be on the straight and narrow right now, I might think about it, but
Quite literally. Your
I'm
blood
thinking
sugar
just eat some honestly, just eat some banana pudding. Like, it's the same thing. Like, the consistency that you're looking for is the banana pudding with the
100%.
with the chessmen cookies. Like, that's
Yeah.
what you look for.
Or I have been seeing the girlies who doing it, like, halfway right, but halfway, whatever. The people who just doing it with the plain Greek yogurt, like, ugh, get out. Nobody's doing that. That's disgusting. But the people who are doing it, they do the plain Greek yogurt with a packet of, the fat-free, pudding mix.
Mhm.
S That and I've done yogurt with pudding mix before. It's really good. They like, I think it's like 10 calories in the packages. That's a good alternative, and then they put a little vanilla, so they do the cheesecake pudding mix, the
Uh-huh.
package, a little sprinkle of vanilla, and then the yogurt, and then you do some cookies on top. And then some girls have been doing the vanilla wafers because I think it's like 20 vanilla wafers is only like 140 versus 3 of the Biscoffs is like 160. So
And Biscoff ain't even all that. Like, I don't like Biscoff like that.
I ain't gonna lie, I love them, but yeah, they not to be upset. No, I love Biscoff cookies, but to be obsessed, yeah, no, no, it ain't that deep. It ain't that deep. Yeah.
Girls,
Anyway.
portion that stuff out,
Please, yes, and also, cause like, yeah, if somebody made something right now, I would get, like, 2 spoonfuls cause I do wanna taste it.
please.
For sure.
Girls night, actually. Bring it let's try the snack. Let's try the snack. Let's not eat it. I might bring that to Galentine's.
That's a cute yeah, and, and you can honestly, you can create little cups of it. That's
Yeah,
cute.
yeah,
That's actually really, really cute. Yeah, that would be a cute and I would love a little cup, that's it. But that's another thing, you gotta train your
yeah.
yeah, cause
Because
that's
the
a
way I would definitely keep going and keep going and
yeah.
keep
You have
yeah.
to train your brain. I'm not kidding. I'm the girl who I will buy crumble, take a bite of each one because I wanna try them, and then throw the box away. I know that's wasteful, I get it, but that's how much I've trained my brain to, like, Get your little treat
I at least put it in the freezer, like
because you'll do a little nibble and walk back in there, another nibble, another, and then the cookie's gone. I can't do it. I can't do it. So what happens is why you have the sugar high, because the thing is your body be longing for the sugar, whatever, whatever. While you have it, throw it away then because you don't want it anymore. I'm not. Bless you, bless you. I've learned the tricks of the trade.
I might have to give up the drug permanently, honestly, because I've been not eating it right now, and I'm like, I feel so chill. I feel mellow. I know as soon as I put some sugar or even coffee in my body, it's gonna be like,
No, I know. It's,
I got to
I
get
don't
off.
know what I can do. I am so addicted to sugar. Anyway, this is getting way too long. Okay.
And we was gonna talk about GLP-1s today.
We were, cause like low key, especially
Yeah.
with the craze right now. So,
Yeah.
okay, family,
Thanks for joining us. See
we
y'all
love
next
you guys.